Well, I had had an eating disorder for several years, middle school leading up through high school, and just I guess with my parents' dental history too, had a lot of structural damage, very weak teeth. I'd had a lot of dental work done in the past. Root canals and crowns were like second nature to me. And so I knew I really needed somebody who could focus on not just the expertise of dentistry, as well as somebody who was the best in their field when it came to cosmetic work. So when I initially started, I started with Dr. Craig, an orthodontist here, and we looked at doing Invisalign to kind of straighten out some issues I was having on the bottom. And then Dr. Goldstein, who was he was so delicate with it because he knew that he kept telling me, "You've got good teeth, you've got good teeth," which was so sweet of him because I never thought that I did. But he was very delicate in working on my teeth because he didn't want me to lose too much of what I already had. But he took care of the structural damage as well as giving me a perfect smile before our big move to London. So I couldn't be happier with the work that we've done over, I guess, the past 3-4 years that I've been coming here. It's kind of a one-stop shop, but you know that you're getting the best in the world. I love being able to flip through books that they were, the authors of. I love being able to see video testimonies from other clients and to see their work. But it's great because if I had some gum recession like I did, Dr. Goldstein's like, okay, let me go and get Dr. Salama and have him take a look, and then they get me set up for that. And I had Dr. Craig taking care of my orthodontics, and then Dr. Goldstein taking care of anything structural as well as cosmetic. And I believe Dr. Garber looked at something. It might have been in relation to a bite guard or something. But anyway, I think I've hit all areas of expertise at this office. And it's been wonderful because then I'm not sent anywhere else to form a new relationship with some other team. Well, when I came in to get my veneers done, Guy, the ceramist, obviously lives in Brazil, and there were some issues with getting him here. So he came in the next day for me, and they told me to block out my entire day, which I thought, I'm coming in at 11, maybe just to 6 p.m., and I ended up being here until 10 p.m. And without the in-house lab, it would have taken 3-4 days up to a week, and a lot of people just don't have that time. And I'm in a bit of a time crunch with us moving, to another country in less than a week. So without the in-house lab, I wouldn't have been able to have any of the stuff done that I did, because he had to keep going back and forth to make slight adjustments to each veneer. So I loved it because it gave me an opportunity to embrace the things that Dr. Goldstein thought would make my smile look better. He did elongate some of my teeth. He contoured some of my canines just to give me a better smile. And when we initially did the veneer consult, he said, you have a 10-tooth smile. I would recommend doing 10 veneers. So it did take a bit of time to get adjusted to that from a bite perspective, just from looking at it, from talking, and he wanted to make sure I was going to be happy with that. So I think that's incredible because then you feel like you really got truly the best smile for you, for your lifestyle, for what you do. I thought it was perfect. So. I've never had any of the things at another dental office that I've had here. My husband has wonderful teeth, has never had a cavity up until last year. I kept raving about Dr. Goldstein and his team, and he came in yesterday and had 3 hours worth of work done. And he's back today just to get a refinement, but his teeth just within 3 hours are perfect. And he called me during his treatment plan and said, I can tell why you like him. He's a perfectionist. He's the best at what he does. And he was able to do extra things when he got in there and noticed, oh, you got a little bit of decay here. I'm going to go ahead and fix this for you. And so Eric was truly impressed. So it's not just me that raves about the team here. He now understands why I'm so happy with the services I've received. Everybody is so nice. I feel like I know so much about everybody. I feel like a part of the family. They obviously were talking to my husband a little bit about me yesterday. And then when I met Dr. Goldstein, I just wanted to hug him. I feel like I have such a special relationship with him. He is such a nice man. He's such a perfectionist. He's so smart. He's so skilled. He's traveled the world. I love that he's been married for 57 years. He talks about his children, his grandchildren, and I just feel like it's a family here. It feels like a family, but then at the same time, I had Sherry check my daughter's teeth when I came in, and 4-year-olds are always scared of the doctor. And Dr. Craig came in and took a look, and some of the hygienists took a look, and she was at ease as well. So it's just very welcoming. They know exactly what you need. You can go into another dentist office, another pediatrician's office, a plastic surgeon's office, and they're gonna maybe try to upsell you on things that you should do. And I think that people tend to put dentistry kind of in their back pocket, that it's not that important, but I smile a lot, so it's very important to me. And I felt like I could trust them with their treatment plan. I agreed with the treatment plan. There were never any hiccups along the way, never any extras. I was never caught off guard with anything. I knew exactly what I was going to get, and then my expectations were exceeded by my results. I was very pleased with everything that I got. I've trusted them since I came in. I think it's the environment that makes you very trustworthy of the team, and that I've had a perfect experience. In every realm of the office, I've had a perfect experience. I will tell you that before moving to London and before having the veneers done, we had gone through the 2 years of Invisalign, and that was perfect. My teeth slowly moved to perfection. And an interesting story that happened when I met with Dr. Craig, she said, I really feel like you're gonna have to go into brackets to get the movement that we want. And then Dr. Goldstein took a look and he said, I don't want her going in brackets. I want her to try Invisalign first because I'm gonna be doing some contouring work during the process. And he said, and then after the time frame of Invisalign, after all of her trays, we'll take a look and see how she's done. And so Dr. Craig, along with her team, were completely surprised at how well my teeth moved. And she said, I'd really like to use you as an example. You wear your trays religiously, you've taken such good care of your teeth, and you're an example of how someone can respond to Invisalign even when we didn't think that you would get the results that you wanted. And knowing that I could come in here and just kind of put the situation in their hands and not have to worry about anything as long as I was a good patient has just completely put me at ease. Well, I kind of got used to my trial smile. So to come back in and to be here all day, I thought this is just gonna be perfection when I get done. And it was. I got home and it was like 10 o'clock and my husband was like, let me see. And he's like, they look awesome. And I think they look awesome, but to see other people's reactions, because like I said, I do have a big smile, I smile a lot, but to see other people's reactions, I think it's almost boosted them to get in to see their dentist, to maybe venture over to Dr. Goldstein, just to realize the importance of your smile. Because you always notice somebody's smile when it's not a good smile. So when it's an exceptional smile, it's even better. Hands down, I would refer anybody to Dr. Goldstein and his team. Obviously, that's why my husband is here today. When we picked him up last night to go to the Braves game, he was like, what do you think? I think they look great. I'm so impressed. I can see why you love him. I can see why you love the team. They do great work. But the interesting thing was last night I posted a picture of myself and my daughter at the Braves game on Facebook, and my friend who went to school with Dr. Craig, who went to MCG, she sent me a message back and she said, oh my gosh, your teeth look so good. And I said, I told you that's the work. And she knew that I was coming here to see Dr. Craig about Invisalign. And I said, that's the work of the one and only Dr. Goldstein. And she goes, well, he's the best in the world. That's why your teeth look so good. So, and I've gotten tons of compliments. Obviously friends knew that I was doing this, but we were at the beach a few weeks ago and my best friend's mom, who's known me for 20 years, when we were down on the beach chatting, she then said to my best friend, she was like, has Lani always had those teeth? Because I don't remember her having those teeth. And Courtney's like, no, she just got new veneers. And she's like, they look fantastic. And I've seen veneers. My mom has veneers. My brother-in-law does. Dr. Goldstein's veneers are, I can't use the word enough, perfection. Real teeth, perfect shade, perfect contouring, does the amount that you need for a perfect smile, just goes above and beyond. He's a perfectionist. Given the amount of time that I've spent in this office and knowing that some days I was going to be here for 8-9 hours, you think, well, what am I going to do at a dentist office all day? And they have the comfort room where you can go. There was about 2 hours where Guy was in the lab reshaping some of the porcelain on the veneers, and I got to go to the comfort room, and I got a great bowl of chicken and rice soup. I told Miranda it was the best soup I'd ever had, and they made sure I was comfortable, and I got to watch TV and lay down, and that's just something you don't typically get to do at a dental office. They don't take care of you like that.